You're eating healthy, staying active, and maybe even tracking your macros. Yet somehow, the scale isn't budging, and your energy feels off. If you're a woman in your 30s, 40s, or 50s wondering why your body doesn't respond the way it used to, you are not broken. You're evolving. Our bodies are designed to shift through every life stage, hormonally, metabolically, and emotionally. And that means the same rules that worked in your 20s might not fit anymore. But here's the good news. Keto can still be an incredibly powerful tool when you learn how to make it hormone-smart. Today, we're going to break down exactly why keto works differently for women over 30, and how to tailor it so you can finally feel balanced, energized, and back in sync with your body. Let's start with what's really happening under the surface. As women move through their 30s and beyond, our hormones begin to shift, sometimes quietly at first, and then more noticeably as time goes on. Estrogen and progesterone start to fluctuate, affecting how we sleep, manage stress, store fat, and even how sensitive we are to carbs. At the same time, life often becomes busier, juggling work, family, and constant demands. That chronic stress raises cortisol, which can make it harder to lose fat and easier to crave sugar or comfort food. And to top it off, insulin sensitivity, our body's ability to handle carbs, tends to decline with age. So that same pasta bowl that felt fine at 25 might now leave you bloated, sleepy, or craving dessert an hour later. Meanwhile, muscle mass naturally declines if we're not actively protecting it. Less muscle means fewer calories burned at rest, which means metabolism slows, even if your diet hasn't changed. Keto helps by stabilizing blood sugar, lowering insulin demand, and teaching your body to burn fat for fuel again. But, and this is important, your version of keto at 35, 45, or 55 shouldn't look identical to what a 25-year-old is doing. It needs to align with your hormones, your stress, and your current season of life. Let's talk about the hormone players and how each one affects your results on keto. Estrogen is like the insulin whisperer. It helps keep blood sugar stable and supports healthy energy levels. But when estrogen dips or becomes more erratic, you might notice new belly fat, puffiness, and sugar cravings that weren't there before. To support your body, focus on steady blood sugar, low net carbs, balanced with quality protein and fats. And don't forget fiber from leafy greens and non-starchy veggies. These help regulate insulin and reduce water retention swings that often come with hormonal fluctuations. Progesterone is your calm, rest, and digest ally. It helps you sleep deeply, manage stress, and stay balanced emotionally. But as progesterone naturally decreases in your 30s and 40s, sleep can suffer, and cravings may rise, especially before your period. If you notice that pattern, try adding a few extra net carbs at dinner from whole food sources like berries or roasted squash, and make magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds or spinach a nightly ritual. And if chamomile tea relaxes you but causes reflux, swap it for lemon balm, tulsi, or ginger mint tea instead. They're gentle, cozy, and digestion-friendly, the perfect way to wind down before bed. Cortisol, our stress hormone, isn't the enemy. It's what helps us survive. But when it's constantly elevated from busy schedules, caffeine, or poor sleep, it can park fat right around the waistline. So if you're combining tough workouts, aggressive fasting, and too few calories, your body might interpret that as stress, not progress. The fix? Keep keto gentle, not extreme. Prioritize rest, walking, breathwork, and consistent sleep. Then there's insulin, the gatekeeper of fat storage. When insulin levels stay high, your body holds onto fat instead of burning it. If you often feel tired after meals, crave sweets, or hit plateaus even though you're doing everything right, insulin resistance could be the culprit. Keto helps by lowering insulin demand. Focus on real whole foods, proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of low-carb vegetables. And add gentle movement after meals, like a 10-minute walk, to help your muscles soak up glucose naturally. Now, let's decode a few common symptoms women notice after 30, and what they might really mean. Bloating. Hormonal shifts can cause water retention and slow digestion. Combat this with daily electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and magnesium, and eat slowly. If you use sugar alcohols, try reducing them for a few days to see if it helps. A good daily target? About 2,000–3,000 milliliters of sodium, 300–400 milliliters of magnesium, and roughly 1,000 milliliters of potassium from foods like avocados, leafy greens, and salmon. Fatigue. Often, this isn't just about carbs. It's about hydration and electrolytes. Start your day with a big glass of water and a pinch of mineral salt, include protein at every meal, and take short walks after eating. Stubborn belly fat. This usually ties back to cortisol and insulin resistance. You can't out-diet stress, but you can support your metabolism through daily movement, resistance training, and consistent, satisfying meals. Undereating can actually make it worse. Cravings, especially before your period. That's usually a mix of progesterone drops, poor sleep, and stress. Plan ahead with satisfying keto-friendly treats, like Greek yogurt with berries and chia seeds, or a square of dark chocolate with nut butter. And make sure you're getting enough protein and minerals. Remember, these symptoms aren't signs of failure. They're your body communicating. So why does keto work differently for women after 30? Because our hormones and metabolism are in constant conversation. Keto helps lower insulin spikes and stabilizes energy, but it's not about eating zero carbs or starving yourself. It's about personalization. Some women feel amazing at 20 grams of net carbs a day, while others do better around 40 or 50, especially if they're active or in the second half of their cycle. Protein becomes non-negotiable. Aim for roughly 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal body weight. That's what keeps your metabolism strong, supports your hair, skin, and nails, and helps you stay full between meals. Fiber from non-starchy veggies and seeds supports hormone balance and gut health. And don't skip electrolytes. They help prevent headaches, fatigue, and that infamous keto flu. Let's make it even more practical with a simple cycle syncing framework. During your menstrual phase, focus on iron-rich foods, rest, and gentle movement. Keep carbs moderate if you feel low on energy. In your follicular phase, estrogen rises. Energy and mood usually improve. It's a great time for lower carbs, consistent protein, and maybe some strength training. Around ovulation, appetite might dip slightly. Stay hydrated and keep meals balanced. Then comes the luteal phase, when progesterone peaks and then drops. Sleep might wobble, and cravings might spike. This is when adding 5 to 15 grams of whole food carbs at dinner can calm your nervous system and improve sleep. If you're postmenopausal or not cycling, use a 2-phase rhythm. 2 weeks of slightly tighter carbs, followed by 1 week of maintenance calories and a bit more whole food carbs to support recovery and sleep. Now let's talk fasting, fitness, and sleep, the 3 pillars that make or break hormone balance. Start simple with fasting. Close your kitchen after dinner and aim for a 12-hour overnight fast. Only increase to 14 or 16 hours if it feels natural, not forced. Strength training is your metabolism's best friend after 30. Aim for 2 to 4 sessions per week, focusing on form and consistency rather than intensity. Walking is another powerful tool. It lowers stress, improves digestion, and supports fat burning without spiking cortisol. 10 to 20 minutes after meals can make a big difference. And when it comes to sleep, it's often the most underrated fat loss supplement. Create a Sunday night ritual to reset your week. Cut caffeine after noon, dim your lights early, take a short after-dinner walk. Park your phone outside the bedroom, and set your room to a cool 65 to 67 degrees. Journaling a quick win, 1 gratitude and 1 intention before bed can help calm your mind and signal safety to your body. So what should your plate actually look like? Every meal should start with protein: eggs, chicken, beef, fish, or Greek yogurt. Then add non-starchy vegetables and healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, or nuts. Breakfast might be eggs with avocado, or Greek yogurt with chia and berries. Lunch could be a big salad with salmon and olive oil dressing. Dinner might look like a burger patty with roasted broccoli and a side salad. Snacks, if you need them, can be simple: string cheese, a handful of nuts, or a small keto smoothie. If you tend to crash mid-afternoon, try increasing your breakfast protein gradually. 30 to 40 grams at your first meal can stabilize blood sugar and reduce evening cravings within a week or 2. Now, if you ever feel stuck, here's a quick checklist. Are you eating enough calories to support your metabolism? Have your carbs slowly crept up without realizing it? Are you getting enough protein daily? And are weekends undoing your weekday progress? Simple awareness can unlock major progress without drastic changes. If you want to get back on track gently, try a 14-day hormone-smart keto reset. Days 1 through 3, focus on hydration, electrolytes, and consistent meals. Days 4 through 7, find your rhythm, strength train twice, prep a few proteins, and track energy instead of weight. Days 8 through 10, fine-tune, add a few extra carbs at dinner if sleep dips, and cut caffeine after noon. Days 11 through 14, repeat what worked best, and reflect on what made you feel balanced. It's not about perfection, it's about partnership with your body. Here's what I want you to take away. You are not fighting your body. You're learning to listen to it. Every symptom, bloating, fatigue, cravings, or stubborn belly fat, is your body's way of asking for balance, not punishment. When you align your nutrition, movement, and mindset with your hormonal rhythms, your metabolism becomes your teammate again. You can thrive on keto after 30. You can feel strong, clear-headed, and confident again, without deprivation or burnout. And if you want help putting it all together, start with the foundations inside KetoWise 101, my step-by-step program designed specifically for women who want a sustainable, hormone-smart approach to keto. Or, if you'd like a free first step, join my free webinar, Why the Keto Diet Alone Isn't Working, where I teach the KetoWise 3-shift approach: nutrition, herbal support, and mindset. You can sign up using the link in the description below. Remember, your body isn't the problem, it's the guide. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet or lifestyle.